Okay, I guess we're live. This says we are 29 frames per second. Sounds pretty good to me. Okay, folks.
Take off.
I hope we have better success this
check it
time
on
than
the map.
last. I believe that we will. We're climbing up to 80 feet now. 120, 150, 200. That's what we're looking at, guys. 280, 320, 350, and we're gonna stop here, which is 405. Oh my goodness, I didn't get an alarm either. Shame on me. Anyway, this is the sunset. Okay, so while I have this directed just about where I want it, put the camera down a tad so we get something interesting to look at. You know what? I'm not going to press record. I believe that pressing record while I'm live streaming is what killed the live stream last time. I'm going to check my videos to see if it shows me that oh good, it does show me. You know what? I'm going to quiet this thing right away, sorry. And let's see if anybody has joined with us. Hey Jim, beautiful, isn't it? Thank you for joining. I appreciate that. All right, so yeah, I just decided it's another dazzling sky, and it's really interesting in Georgia when we see this. Sorry about that quick camera movement. In Georgia, when we see this, the skies above me are not that fantastic. We have a few, what are those called? Those clouds called? Starts with an S. Strata something. I don't recall. But anyway, a few of those really thin clouds that are right above me, but mostly the ones that you're seeing over there that make the sky so pretty, you only see on the far horizon. Interesting. So this is actually a test. Thank you for coming along. When this is done, by the way, when I've brought the craft down and actually caught it with my hand, which is what I'm going to do rather than let it land. Yes, it does almost look like that, Jim. And you know what? I didn't put an ND filter on. I should have done that. But I think I'm in automatic mode, and it should just lower the aperture to make up for it. Let's see. Let's see how the camera is set. It is definitely auto, and the aperture is 2.8. You know what? I still haven't found out what I need to do to change that aperture, because it's still set. I don't think it should be 2.8. Yes, it should. Yes, it should. And the shutter speed is 1/240, which I know is not something that I set. It looks, it's too high to be cinematic. But yeah, all right. So I guess this is almost as good as having an ND filter, but not quite. Anyway, when I have hand caught the craft, I will hit the record button, and I believe that will end my stream. I really do. That has happened to me once that I know of, and I think it also happened this past Sunday. I think that's why I lost the stream. So if that turns out to be the case, we will need to understand that we need to press record. Those of us using Go 4 anyway. I don't know. Oh yeah, you have a P4, don't you, Jim? So yeah, it applies to you too. I think we might have to press record before going live. And you can tell me if you know that that's not the case. But it's the only thing I can figure. I mean, I have such fantastic hey, unknown droner. Wow. Someday you need to identify yourself. And how did you find my channel? Anyway, what was I saying? What was I saying? That threw me for a loop. You need to identify yourself, mister. All right. Oh, I had such great live stream. You know, FPS is 30, 29, 30, 29, mostly 30. And yeah, for some reason, Sunday I lost the stream suddenly. Not sure why that was. Hitting record causes stream issues. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Unknown droner. You know, that really bothers me. I need to know who you are. I don't know why. I guess it shouldn't bother me, but there you go. There are a lot of channel names. I don't know who the people are. You know, I know that I learned today that Centroid Aerial Imaging, or Images, Imaging, I believe, is Mark, M-A-R-C. So, I got that riddle last time, and I tried to answer it in a very vague way, almost with a riddle. So, I thought that was kind of clever. So we're looking at the Georgia sunset. I don't know if you know where we are, unknown dromer, but dromer? Are you a dromer? But yeah, this is Peachtree City, Georgia. And sun is supposed to set here at 5:59, and that looks like about 4 minutes from now. So, looking pretty good. I liked the look of the sky when I was coming back from the grocery store, so I decided I would do this. And I have an ulterior motive. Jim Help at Home says that we have the man without a face. Yeah, I know his name. I know his first name only, but anyway, which is Matt. I completely lost my train of thought. That's disgusting. Oh well. Oh well. ND32 would have been appropriate for this. It's so bright out there. Okay, Burb. Now we know his name is Burb. And Help at Home's name is Art. Art. We'll call him Art. We have something in common? I said this. We have a lot in common, Jim. Looking really good. Stream is 29.9 frames per second at a minimum. 30.2 sometimes, mostly 30.0. Loving it. This is the way it should be. If it wasn't so cumbersome to do so, I would like to actually move down my driveway to see where the signal actually gets poor. But the problem with that is that communication, there's this lag, that's YouTube lag, and so it could be up to a minute. So a test like that is very hard to pull off with any sort of accuracy. You were going to say something, but I think that's the last thing you said, but I may be wrong. Okay. Thanks for the help, Mr. Help at Home. I guess you only help at home, huh? No, I'm kidding. I just don't know what I was going to say. I have no idea. But it probably had something to do with the sunset, and it was probably just a time killer anyway. which I'm not very good with time killers. I need practice. Another good reason for this stream. And the very reason that I'm going on Love UAS instead of on the Dennis Lovelady channel. But I feel like a close-knit group is the better way to go. I don't know how Unknown Droner got in. I don't mind, don't get me wrong, that's cool. It's very cool, but interesting. Interesting, but I wonder, my signal should be quite good. I have an app that I run on my phone called Wi-Fi Analyzer, and it shows me that even when I'm all the way down my driveway, which is, what is that, 70 yards maybe, 200 feet or so, that's probably not that much, 150 feet. Anyway, the Wi-Fi Analyzer says that my signal strength is still strong. It's like in the 4 out of 10 category. So that should be enough for streaming, but the truth is in the pudding, right? So the proof is in the pudding. The truth may be there too with it. At least now we have a mystery to solve. Yes. You know, there are a lot of channels out there. I can't think of even one right now that I don't know who the person is. But I know that the Everyday Dad is Gary. Who else? Centroid Aerial Imaging is Mark. Steve, Lou the Cat is Steve. And there's another Steve that, what is that? Oh shoot. What is that? UK Mysteries and Histories, and what is the name of that channel? Anyway, it's something UK Histories channel. That's run by a guy named Steve. I know that. And Canadian Drone Hub, that's Roger mostly. I have no idea who runs Pusa Studios. I've been on there a couple of times, but I don't know that I've ever heard them. I guess they probably say their names, but so engrossed in another conversation it slips past me. Shame on me. Who is the Unknown Droner? Let's see if Unknown Droner has a riddle for us. Riddle me that. So, a nice little sunset today. Very pretty. The sunrise was just, you know, a yellow spot in the sky. No clouds at all. Your smart brother, Steve Carpenter. Anthony, I think. Okay. Oh, last night I missed Drone Bum's live stream. My sister tried to call me. I was actually downstairs editing, working on the video that I posted today. And when I finally heard the message, I got on to Drone Bum's. I clicked on the video, and I was too late by just a few minutes, it turns out. It looked like he streamed for, I think, an hour and 50 minutes, an hour and just under 2 hours. And anyway, I missed it, and YouTube had published it, but they hadn't yet published the chat. So I need to go back and see that. But my point was that after that was all done, I came back outside to take a look for myself because I didn't even know it was going on, and it was spectacular. So I grabbed my camera and I set it up, This is a DSLR camera with a 250 millimeter zoom. I think it's 250. Anyway, I got some really good footage of that, and so I'm thinking of compressing it down to a minute or so, whatever looks good. What I got, which is only the last hour and a half or 2 hours of it, but try to compress that down to a minute or so, and I'll share it with you guys. I may not post it publicly. Depends on how good it comes out. Anthony, I think. Lower part of the sun is golden, but the upper part is kind of blown out. Yeah, I wish I'd had an ND filter on there. I kind of threw this thought together, and clearly I didn't think it out well. Another thing I didn't think out well is that I have no idea where the craft actually is. It says that it's only 2.0 feet away from me, but when I look up, I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's about right. I'm sorry, Help at Home. I'm very sorry that I wasn't there. I always enjoy, the thing that I like about live stream is not being the presenter, it's being in the chats, stirring up other people. That's what I like. I think it's fun to just, get conversations started and boil that pot a little bit. Not with animosity, but with fun, I think it's a good thing. So I don't really enjoy this role that I'm playing at the moment. And you can tell that because I'm so quiet. But I need to get past that. I know other people like it. And besides, somebody has to be the presenter, right? So there you go. So I am sorry that I wasn't there, Mr. Help at Home. Mr. Jim. Had I known. Like I said, my sister called. She left a message, said she was chatting with Drone Bum. And turns out I went back through. I did eventually get to see some of the chat this morning, and looked like after she said that I was missing in action, she didn't say anything else. So I don't know if she's a little bit shy, so she might have been just silent because I wasn't there, perhaps, which made me feel even better about my absence. But well, folks, we are, according to this, 7 minutes past the sunset. It's still beautiful. I'm going to bring that craft down, and then I'm going to press the record button on this controller, because that's how I did it last time. And we'll just see if the stream ends at that point. I'll let you know I'm about to do it, so we can do our pseudo goodbyes, I guess. I hope you can still hear me. I'm actually behind the iPad now instead of in front of it. But let me see if the orientation. Look what I'm doing. My goodness, I'm spinning that thing around. It's actually facing north. I apologize, folks. There you go. There's your... Where is it? There's your sunset back. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Let's bring her on down. Bring her on down. Okay, the sunset's not meaningful anymore. So there you go. And let's see, where's Dennis? Where is that boy? There he is. Look at that equipment. All right, so come to Papa. Yeah, you get over it. Get over it. Come on. All right, I'll turn you sideways, and you're still gonna do it. Okay, come on now. Easy.
Landing.
All right, so I don't trust it clearly because of the problem I had with the barometer or whatever it was that caused it to hard crash. I don't trust it. So all right, if this is goodbye, then so be it. I'm pressing the record button now. All right, and it looks like I'm still streaming. which would be cool. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't work reliably. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe something else happened on Sunday. I have no idea. But anyway, there we go. Show you the sunset from my perspective. It's right there. I can't see what, I can't see what you see, but I am pointing it right at the sunset. You should see a couple of street lights over there, and that's about it. Anyway, all right, folks, thanks so much for joining. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it. Let's see, they need to make it easier to go live and see the chat. That is absolutely a fact. I love the way it's done by a DU Recorder. That is still nice. Oh, thank you, Jim. I thank you for that confirmation. I don't know what went wrong. I have no idea. But you like my fence? It needs to be painted. Anybody want to come here and paint my fence? I'll give you free dinner. Guess not. All right. So that's it, folks. I appreciate you joining, and I really appreciate you taking your time to be with me. Thanks. See you later. Stop live.